my little butterflies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mercedes. I'm the face behind Butterfly MUA, and if you are new here, why not subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so you are notified of my new videos that I post. And what is that bit of hair doing? It's like really annoying. Out the way. But yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe, ring the bell. If you're not, you know what to do. Go subscribe, ring the bell. You know, if you've been here before and you've come back, you obviously want to see me, or at least the makeup. Maybe not me, just the makeup. So today's video is my project pan. So last year I attempted a project pan. Did it go that well? Possibly not. Maybe because of COVID and everything else going on. Like, I deleted my old channel, so all my content was lost. So, you know, I can't really comment on how well I did last year in my project pan. But I'm gonna make 2021 the year I project pan as much as I possibly can. I'm not gonna go to some extremes that other YouTubers and makeup lovers do, like they will concentrate solely on their project pan makeup. You know, if I try some makeup and I'm like, I'm gonna put it in my project pan, if I decide I don't get on with it, or my skin doesn't agree with it, or I'm not using it, I'm gonna chop it about and change it for something I will use. So in my project pan at the moment, there are going to be a few samples, because I thought, well, what way to at least get into a good head start is to use smaller products that I know I'm going to pan quicker. I think that way it will give me the motivation to carry on throughout the year. So there will be a few samples. Yes, I'm going to include them in my project pan because they're still makeup products and they're still sitting on my makeup table waiting to be used. So yeah, so let's start with the project pan and see what products I plan on using this year. So first up in my project pan, I have some foundation samples, and it would help if they were facing the right way. So the first foundation sample I have is the YSL Touchy Eclat, I think that's how you say it, PR10. So I was sent this in PR last year. I have used some of it, but there's still quite a bit left in here. So I'm going to put this in my project pan because my old foundation that I absolutely love, the Maybelline Dream Liquid or Radiant Liquid, has literally just run out. I have tried scooping as much as I can out of the bottom, and it's not reaching it very well, and I've sort of smeared product all over the inside, so it looks like there's more in there than what there is, but I promise you there is hardly any left. But that is going to be in my product empties, so I needed some foundations that I can pan, because that one's panned and I can't put that in there because it's done. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the YSL one. It's quite a heavy coverage for me, and I'm not used to heavy coverage, so I thought in the winter months I can get away with more heavier products. So I'm going to try and pan that now, so when it comes to the summer and I can start going back to my BB creams, I'm not going to be like, darn, I have that foundation, it's going to go out of date. And yeah, at least this way it can get used. The other two samples I have are both from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation in Free Fair, and this is the Magic Foundation in Free Fair. So these were both samples I was sent to try. I have tried Charlotte Tilbury foundation before and I absolutely loved it, so I know I'm going to enjoy these. I actually was kind of thinking of maybe ordering myself like a proper bottle. I can hear beeping. Lorries. I was actually thinking of ordering myself a proper bottle of this, but I couldn't fully remember how I got on with it before, so I thought if I at least try the samples, then if I realised that I did like it, then I can order myself one and I'm not wasting money, because these are not cheap, but I'm pretty sure they're good. So the next product in my project project pan. It's the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream. I use this every day. It's only a 25ml product, and I've already used sort of that much. I can see it in the light, you guys can't, but I'm sort of that way in. So I've only got like that much product left to use. I feel I can use this within the next month or two, so I thought it'd be a great product to put in my project pan. I love number 7 day creams. I do have a couple of others that I want to try out a bit more. I was sent the LMS Pro Collagen Marine Cream to try. I used it for a couple of days and then I put it aside because I was like, I can use that later on. That will be maybe the next one I put in my project pan, but for now, number 7. Next up, I have my number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Eye Cream. So if you've watched like my makeup bag video, a lot of these products were in that, but they are actually all products that I do want to pan. This one, I'm getting there, and I actually have another eye cream by number 7 that I really want to use after this one. As you can see, it's slowly getting to the point where the packaging is getting squished so much you know that you're near the end. I think I literally have that much product left, so I think I can get through this fairly quickly. Again, another one I'm going to get through. Next up, I have my number 7 Airbrush Away Primer. This came out of the Advent calendar. I absolutely love number 7 primers. I think I mentioned before the blue one is my favourite, but this one is a very good second. I really like this, and actually I'll be sad to see it empty, but I do have a few other primers that I need to test and try out. So using this up would mean I can then expand onto my other primers and see how I get on. But yeah, I do really like this one, and I'll be sad to see it go. Concealer, I'm going to put in the Aldi Lacura Concealer in Cream. This is such a fantastic concealer. I absolutely love it. It really does give me Nars vibes, but I've had this for some time and it says it's only good for 12 months. So I wanted to try and use this one up as quickly as possible so I can go on to my other ones. Looking in the light, I'm getting there. Like, you know when you look for a product and it's normally quite dark because there's still quite a bit of product left in there. This one is quite light in places. So I think I'm getting close to, not nearing the end, I think it's still got a bit of life in it, but I'm getting there. So that is my concealer for my project pan. My serum for my project pan is my number 7 Restore and Renew Face and Neck Multi-Action Serum. So this is actually a really nice serum. It's not one of my favourites that I've used, if I'm honest. I actually prefer Revolution's Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I've mentioned that before. But you know, this is actually quite a nice serum. It's getting to the point where I'm really having to squeeze it to get the serum out, which means I'm actually using more than I probably want to. You know, with serums you only need to use a tiny amount, but because you have to proper squeeze to get this product out, more comes out than necessary. So I want to get this one used up because I have others I want to try as well. That's the theme of this video. I have others I want to try, so get out of my life already. No, I'm joking. I actually really love number 7 and their products, and actually the next serum I have is another number 7 one, so oopsie. The eye primer I want to pan this year is the Revolution one that I got from their calendar. This is actually a really nice primer. It's just sort of like my skin tone shade. I don't know whether they do sort of like other shades for other skin tones. I hope they do, but even so, like, I think quite a light base makes colours pop a bit more, so I don't know, I'm not an expert, but I do really like this. It's kind of like a watered down concealer, and I think if I was to run out of concealer and I needed something as backup for a day until I managed to get another one, I could probably get away with this. It's kind of a similar-ish shade, maybe a little bit lighter than my Lacura one, but I really like it. It is making my eyeshadow stay on my eyes. It's making the colours more vibrant. I am noticing that, so I do really enjoy this, so this is the one I'm going to try and stick to this year. I do have other eye primers in my collection. I have a number 7 one and a P. Louise one, which I will possibly test out during the year just to see how they all compare, but for the moment I'm sticking to Revolution. Like, I really am liking Revolution at the moment. Their products are really good quality and the price point is great. Like, it's not extortionate. I think if everyone just bought me Revolution for presents for the rest of my life, I think I'd be quite happy, especially if their quality stays as it is. I'm really happy with it. So the mascara I want to pan this year is the Nars Climax Extreme. It is a sample size mascara, so I reckon I can get through it quite quickly. I have been using this every day for a few weeks and it's actually my favourite mascara at the moment. I think when it's gone I will miss it, and if the mascara ever goes on sale for Nars on like maybe Cult Beauty or something, I would possibly pick up another one because it is really good. I enjoy it, but I do have other mascaras in my collection that I need to use, like date wise. So I thought at least if I get through this one, the sample size, it's smaller, it's going to be quicker to use, then I can move on to my other ones, use those, and then buy more as and when needed. But yeah, that's my mascara. The brow gel I want to project pan this year is the Revolution brow gel that I got from the calendar. It's just a clear brow gel. Nothing too fancy pants about it. It doesn't need to be fancy pants. It's an eyebrow gel to keep your hairs in place. And my eyebrows are atrocious at the moment, so all I'm doing is letting them grow out. And I am using this to sort of stick them in place. I do have an eyebrow product that can dye your hairs, which I'm hoping to use very soon. But until then, I'm just sticking with clear eyebrow gel to at least keep them out of the way. And I have actually just cut myself a fringe in. I don't know why I cut it in and then I still stuck it back with a hairband, because I was like, I'm doing my makeup today, my fringe gets in my face. Why did I cut it in? Because I thought it looked cool, and I do actually really like having a fringe. But yeah, maybe next video the fringe will be back, maybe. But yeah, and if you're wondering, I'm a qualified hairdresser, which is why I know how to cut my own fringe. I haven't been sneaking out in lockdown or anything to get it cut. I know how to cut hair, and I actually haven't been to the hairdressers for a couple of years. I cut my own hair, so yeah. Especially with COVID, I was really scared about going back to the hairdressers. My aunt is a hairdresser as well, and she caught COVID from one of her clients. So yeah, I didn't really fancy going to the hairdressers, and potentially, although hairdressers are really clean places and they wear all the PPE, I was a bit like, you don't know what customer you're getting in, you don't know how nice and truthful they are. They could have symptoms and not give a shit because they want to get their hair done. So I was like, I'm not risking it. So I've been doing my own hair, okay? Don't laugh. So the face powder in my project pan is this one. It is my Rimmel Stay matte powder. So as you can see, I have actually hit pan. But that for me, I don't just want to hit pan. I want to use as much of this product as possible, so I know that I've definitely got my money's worth out of it before I send it to the bin. You know, I don't know whether you can recycle these. I hope so. You know, there is like places in Boots and Superdrug now where you can drop off used makeup and they sort of recycle it. So at least I can maybe take it to a place like that. But they do like most of the product to be gone because they clean it and do whatever they do with it. So yeah, I'm going to try and use this as much as possible. If it gets to a point where my brush is really not picking it up very well because of where the pan is, I might repress it so I can sort of start using it like that again. But I'll see how we go. I mean, like, around this area it is really thin. I think I'm going to hit pan on a bigger section of this very soon. But yeah, you know, it's Rimmel Stay matte powder. This is one of my staple makeup products that's been in my makeup bag since I was a teenager. I really enjoy this powder. It's one of the best ones I've used. I do have 2 other powders that I do want to test out after this one. I have a Revolution one that I got from the advent calendar, and I have a mini Charlotte Tilbury one, both of which I really want to test out and use, and then eventually put one of them into my project pan, but I'm not sure which one yet. Of course, this one needs to go first, so there's no point in moving on. Obviously, in my videos, if I feel like using other products, if I'm doing like a full face of Charlotte Tilbury or a full face of number 7, then I will use those sort of products. But you know, on the daily, it's gonna be these. My lip liner that I want in my project pan this year is my Kylie Koko K lip liner, and that is because it's a bit broken. So there's not actually that much, well, there is quite a bit left in there, but it's not like extortionate amount. But I think if I don't use it now, it's gonna go off. I'm gonna end up breaking it even more. Like, obviously the lip liner itself just sort of falls out when you're using it. I do need to sharpen it so I can actually use it better. But I thought, you know, it's one of the oldest lip liners I have in my collection. I need to use it. It needs to be used. It needs to be done and dusted and out of my life. It was actually a really nice lip liner, but I have other lip liners from Kylie Cosmetics that I prefer. I have Handbag Ho, I have the Balmain one. So, you know, this one sort of got pushed to the back burner. But as it's older, I do want to use it so it doesn't go icky, you know, yeah. So for lipsticks this year, because we are still in the COVID times of life, I know that lip glosses and lipsticks are not really going to be very suitable under a face mask, but a matte liquid lip is. So you would have seen, if you follow my channel, that I did a video on the best matte liquid lip to wear under a face mask, and the Charlotte Tilbury one was one of them. But this was actually a really nice liquid lip. It's actually one of the oldest liquid lips I own. I got this when I went up to the Milk makeup event up in London, when they decided to do a store up in London. It was like a little pop-up event just before they sold their products on Cult Beauty. So I got to go to that event, which was totally amazing. And the Charlotte Tilbury shop was literally right next to the train station, so I was like, oh, well, I need to go look in there as well. And I did. And I picked up this. So this is Too Bad I'm Bad. It's a really nice shade. I absolutely love it. But it is one of my oldest ones. So really and truly, I want to try and get through some of my older lipsticks. So I thought, at least if I can get through a matte liquid lip this year, I'll be quite happy. My other lipsticks, I'll probably use them for videos and stuff, but you know, with face masks, you know, you don't want to wear a satin lip gloss because it's gonna go everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one a go. For blusher, bronzer and highlighter, it probably come as no surprise that I want to pan my Becca and Malika and khloe face palette. If you've been watching my new videos, you will know that I have pretty much nearly panned it. Like the highlighter shade, that sort of mesh looking bit, that is the pan. I have dug a tweezer into to see, you know, whether there's actually any more product under that. There's not, that's just the pattern underneath. And literally all I have left of my highlighter is just on the outside here. My bronzer is actually going down quite nicely as well. This blush is going down really well. This one was actually in my project pan last year, but when I decided to delete my old channel, I stopped using it for a little bit, so it's still alive and it's still kicking. And I love this product so much, so I want to give it the send off it deserves, like panning it, because like the lid's fallen off and it did cost me quite a bit of money. So obviously I got it from TK Maxx, so it was reduced, but for me that's still quite expensive for a product. But I did really enjoy this, so I'm going to carry on. I do mix and match it as eyeshadow as well as blush and highlighter and bronzer, so I'm hoping to get through this. So yeah. So for eyeshadow, this is a little bit tricky because I am addicted to buying eyeshadows. it's just something I really like to buy and expand in my makeup collection. I'm probably a bit of an eyeshadow hoarder, to be honest. But I have chosen a palette, and it's this one, the Revolution x Soph Extra Spice palette, that I do want to try and pan this year. Obviously, I've hit pan on one shade, which is Cookie Dough. It's like a neutral base shade that I tend to always gravitate towards. It is a really nice palette. I don't think I'm going to be able to pan all the shades because I'm not really a green eyeshadow person, so these ones I probably will not use. But I thought if I can pan at least quite a few of the shades in here, I will be quite happy. But I'm going to be realistic, and I'm going to give this palette the whole year, because I am going to be switching up my makeup, my eyeshadow quite often. Like, I've literally just ordered myself 4 new eyeshadow palettes, all from Revolution as well. So, you know, I have those to test out. I have other eyeshadows in my collection that I'm going to want to show you and share with you guys. So I'm going to give this one the full year. If I find I'm really not using it, I think within a few months, then I might chop it to a palette that I find I am maybe using a bit more. But this is sort of the palette that I use when I go to work, because I like to do my eyes for work, but I don't like to be too dressy uppy. I say that, last week I did gold on my eyes. But, you know, it's just a really nice palette, and I think I can get through it, especially if I'm going to wear it every week to work. I'm going to get there, because although we're on lockdown, I work at a supermarket, so I'm still going to be at work. It's not really any different for me other than homeschooling. OMG. But yeah, I think I can get there. So I now have a few sort of skincare-y products that I want to pan. And the first one is a night cream. So this is the Instant Effects PM Recovery Night Cream, not day cream. This is actually flipping gorgeous. It has my favourite scent ever. It smells like men's aftershave. Obviously, if you have sensitive skin and scents are not really for you, this is probably not the cream for you. But I really enjoy this face cream, and I think I can pan it because I do use it every single night. I think it's just a good way to get through some of my night creams, because I do sort of have like a backlog of night creams I need to use. I have 2 No. 7 ones. I'm pretty sure I have a Revolution one, you know, so I have a few products that I do need to use up because obviously they have dates on them. So this is one I'm thinking if I can get through, then I can use the others, get through those, and feel better about myself because I'm actually using the products and they're not just sitting looking nice on my shelf. The next product, I keep saying project. The next product I want to pan is by my Clarins, and it is the Refresh Beauty Mist, and it's a hydrating spray. I've actually had this for a good nearly couple of years, so it has an 18-month life. I think I am very nearing the 18 months, so I really want to get this one done and dusted. I have been using it every day for what feels like months, but whatever is in here, it just keeps on going. Like, I used it loads when I first got it, and then I think ever since September last year I have been using it almost daily, and it's still alive. I don't understand how it's still alive, but it is. But I think I am nearing the end, so I think I can get away with panning this one and emptying it. I absolutely adore the smell of this. It smells like summer, and it reminds me of when we went to Centre Parks for a family holiday, so I do like this, and I possibly would repurchase it because it is gorgeous. But I need to use this one because it's nearing the end of its life. The next one is a lip product. So this is a Laura Ashley Nourishing Lip Balm. I usually put this on at night. So I will take off all my makeup, I will cleanse, tone, put my night cream on, and then I usually put some lip balm on. This one is quite heavy, so I like it more at night because I just feel it does fix my lips, because I get terrible dry lips in the winter. When I'm stressed, I sort of poke at my lips. It's a really weird habit, but I really dry my lips out. So this is a godsend. It's actually quite old, but I didn't open it until this year. My nan, for my birthday, she found a Laura Ashley advent calendar, which is that thing there. And although I think it was from 2017, none of the products had been opened, so she gave it to me for my birthday, which I was totally cool with because I love stuff like that. And I thought I can actually reuse the storage. So I opened all of these. I had like a little tester and sniff at them, and they all were perfectly fine. Like, they hadn't run out of date. I mean, it does say 12 months once opened, so I've only just opened it, like December. But I think I can get through this year, because if I'm going to use it every night to try and replenish the moisture into my lips, I think I can do it. So yeah. And I also have this from Pixi in my project pan. I picked it up the other day from Boots for a £5. I don't know how much they are normally. So they are just like little wipes, toning wipes, I think. They're meant to be a bit like the Nip and Fab wipes, but Pixi style. They're actually really, really nice. Just don't get them in a paper cup because it really flipping hurts. But yeah, these are really nice. They smell nice, and actually when you use them, it does sort of make my skin sort of not tingle, and not quite sting, but I can feel it working. And the past few days, since using it for a couple of weeks or a week, I have noticed my skin, it does seem to be behaving a bit better. It seems to glow a little bit, so I do like these, and I know I'm going to get through them. I might possibly repurchase if I don't find something else that's similar and maybe cheaper, but I do like these and I think I can get through them. And my final product from my project pan is a perfume. So this is the Avon Faraway Gold. I bought this again in the charity shop. It had been unopened, it still had the plastic around the outside. I needed a perfume, and at the time I literally only had a few pounds spare, so I was like, this will do. I've currently used about half of it. I've got that much left in the bottle. It's a really nice smell. It's not maybe my favourite scent, but it's one that I just sort of put on when I'm going out the house, just so I sort of smell okay, if that makes any sense. I do have other perfumes that I really want to wear, but I don't really want to open them and start using them until I've done this one, because otherwise I'll be forever chopping and changing. And I'm the type of person that when I find a scent, I like it, I will use it every day until it runs out and then move on to the next one. I'm not really one for one day I will smell like that, the next day I will smell like that. I'm not like that. So yeah, I want to use this one up. So that, my brush of flies, is my project pan for 2021. Oh my god, this video is so long, it's like 29 minutes. Oopsie. But there is a lot of products in here that I want to try and pan. I think I'm going to try and do like a monthly check-in just to see how I'm getting on within my project pan. If there's products I've panned, then I will bring in the next load of products to test out and try out and potentially pan. And if there's stuff that I'm not getting on with, then I might swap them for something else that I am going to use. So, you know, I think a monthly check-in is kind of a good idea. I absolutely love watching the beauty news girls, Hayley and Kat. They do like a project pan every year. They do monthly check-ins, and I really enjoy watching those style videos. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna join the project pan train and join in. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys are planning on panning this year. You know, have we got some similar products that we want to pan? Do we have differences? You know, let me know, because there might be products you've tried that I haven't, that I might actually like to try. But yeah, that's my project pan. So I will see you all in the next video. Take care, stay safe, and speak soon. Bye.